Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this very special edition of HeatPressNation Live. My name is Estevan, this is Jared. As always, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, we want to thank you guys for joining us for another week of HeatPressNation Live. And this is a very special episode because this is the season finale of Season 1 of HeatPressNation Live. Now, don't worry. I imagine there's applause out there somewhere.
Absolutely, live studio audience.
But you know, we're just taking a quick break. We will be back on April 26th with the season premiere of HPN Live Season Dos. So make sure you put that on your calendars right now. Season 2 of HeatPressNation Live, April 26th. So just 2 weeks. 2 weeks is not bad, right?
No, it's not too bad. Give them a little break from us. We got some big plans in store for Season 2. If you guys have any, awesome ideas you'd like to share with us, we do have the iPad up here. So, anything you'd like to see that we haven't gone over already, or, any special shout outs, let's make this season finale a fun one. I want to encourage everyone to get involved. As always, if you have any questions about anything we're going over today, feel free to chime in. We'll try to get to as many of these as we can while we're live. But as always, we'll be going through the comments afterwards, get into anything we don't address today.
Right, and I mean, while you're here on Facebook, maybe not now, but after the broadcast, be sure to check out our Facebook group. It's HeatPressNation Creators, so just go to the groups page here on Facebook and look up HeatPressNation Creators. That's going to be our Facebook group that we have here. So it's sponsored by us, by your pals here at HeatPressNation, and it's monitored by the pros, moderated by the pros here, me, Estevan, and some other people, great team members, very knowledgeable. But more than that, it's a great community where people can they can ask their questions, they can get their answers, suggestions on like, hey, what should I use if I want to put this up? What should I, or how can I press onto this material? How can I do this or that? Lots of really helpful bomb information. So, be sure to check that out, HeatPressNation Creators.
That's right. Now, I want to tell you guys again about our YouTube channel. If you'd like to take a look at any of our past broadcasts or any of the awesome product tutorials, right. Spotlights we've done on some of the different, items we have here, definitely want to have you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/HeatPressNation. You can get that URL at the bottom there. Content added weekly. Man, if you guys thought we've been busy this season, just wait. We got a lot more coming.
Yeah, so it's super exciting to be here with you guys. As Estevan said, so much in store, so make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. And then also be sure to use the hashtag. We love seeing what you guys are working on. So many great posts in the Facebook group, HeatPressNation Creators.
That's right.
But also on the hashtag, which is right up above my dude's head right there.
There we go.
Hashtag HPN Creators, guys. That's going to be what you want to do. So whether you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, and basically anywhere that takes a hashtag,
That's
which
right.
I feel like is everywhere nowadays.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Anywhere you can put a hashtag, be sure to use hashtag HPN Creators. We want to see what you guys are working on. We want to see what you guys are doing. So yeah, be sure to check that out.
That's right. So, as we mentioned, today is going to be our season finale of Season 1. As always, we're going to have a great contest for you guys. We're changing up the rules this week, so make it nice and easy, guys. All you got to do is like and share this post. You can do it right now. We got a very special prize. We'll be announcing that towards the end of the broadcast. But we are giving something away today. What are we doing?
Yeah, so if you liked and shared last week's post, at the end of the day today, we're giving away a T-square, which is an awesome alignment tool. Now, for those of you guys and actually last week it was like and tag 3 friends.
It was
like and tag 3 friends. So I need to correct myself. If you liked last week's post, if you tag 3 friends in the comments, you're entered into win. So the prize is getting drawn today. But we have another prize that we're going to be giving away actually next week. So you'll still have a whole week to enter into the giveaway. All you got to do is like this post that you're watching right now. And share it.
That's right.
And actually, if you would like to share it right now, please feel free to do so. I'm sure there's lots of other people who could find this information really helpful, really relevant. So if you want to take a quick second to share this post, actually, let's give them a second.
That's right. 1 second.
Done. All right, so you had your time. Go ahead and share this post. But if you like and share this post, you can still tag your friends if you want to. But if you like and share this post, you'll be entered into next week's drawing, which we're just going to post. Like we said, we're going to be taking a break for 2 weeks from HeatPressNation Live. But next week, we'll be sure to announce the winner. We'll draw it. And that's going to be
Should we tell them right now?
Let's tell them right now.
All right, guys. This week we're actually giving away a heat press. So I
Yes.
believe it's going to be our M-Press 9x12.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys have been, watching, it's one of our, most reliable machines. Definitely great for starting off, or maybe as a secondary press. 1-year warranty, parts and labor, lifetime tech support.
Lifetime.
Great machine. So yes, make sure you get those entries in. We'll be announcing that winner next week. And you can enter right now if you haven't already. Just go ahead and like and share this video. And we're giving away a heat press.
A heat press.
Rock and roll.
Super excited about that. So yeah, I mean, I think this is the first heat press we've given. I know we've given away like a mug press.
We did a mug press in the past.
This is the first flat heat press that we're doing.
Yes,
so yeah,
that's
really
right.
stoked on that. I mean, the 912 is super cool too because it's really portable and
Absolutely.
lightweight.
Yes.
This beast right here, by the way, this
Weighs
is
in over
you
about
probably
200
haven't
pounds. I want
to say it's around 250. This one, we to bring it up. We're upstairs right now at our offices. To bring this up, it was hilarious because it's just really heavy. So we had two guys bring it up, but to lift it onto this big table, there was two of us. We're like, ugh, and then one of our buddies had to come in and kind of give us that extra little wind beneath our wings to get it up here. So this is not something that you're probably going to want to take with you to your craft shows. This is the Geonite DK20S, which is a super fantastic heat press, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It's just heavy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So as we said, we got a very special show today, guys. Today's called Forever and Ever.
Yes.
And we're going to be going over some awesome Forever products you guys may not have been touched on as of yet. Jared, what would you say is your favorite part about some of these Forever products we're working with today?
Okay, well, Forever, I mean, there's a lot of my favorite parts about Forever products. But one of the things that I love about the Forever products that we carry are that they're weedless. Weedless. So, most of you guys know that if you're dealing with heat transfer vinyl, even if you're dealing with certain heat transfer paper, you have to, for heat transfer, you got to cut it out, you got to weed it out.
Yeah.
For vinyl, you definitely have to weed it out and peel everything out. But if something is weedless, that means it's
no weeding, no cutting. It's just going to be kind of press and go. We're going to walk you guys through all the steps today with these different products here, using equipment you may have at home, and also spotlighting this awesome printer right here. If you guys aren't familiar, this is the Oki Data. This is a 720 WT, 711 WT. Awesome printer. Actually produces white toner. So we'll be going to that in just a moment here. What would you say about something with these white toner printers that really, makes it different from, say, something like sublimation?
Yeah, so sublimation, I mean, is awesome. Don't get me wrong. You've seen us do sublimation, I think, all season long. We're always trying to work it in there somehow. Yeah. And when it comes to garments, sublimation is also weedless. You don't need to peel anything out. But it's kind of limited because you're only able to press onto polyester garments. And it's typically going to be either white or light color.
Super light color, yeah.
Yeah, so as you can see here on the table, we have just dark colored t-shirts. And we have some full colored prints on them, which is, if you're working with sublimation, that's literally impossible.
Yeah.
It's not something that you can do. Yeah, sublimation is great. It definitely has its advantages.
Absolutely.
But there's certain things, there's certain limitations, and I think that's where the the white toner printers really come in handy. So really quick, just to give you an explanation on what white toner printers are, most printers that you have out there are going to be either RGB, meaning they only have red, green, and blue ink. Right. They kind of use those different colors. They mix them together to get black or basically any color on the spectrum.
And the other one would be like a CMYK, right?
Right, CMYK, which is
cyan, magenta, yellow, and black.
Brains the operation over here. So yes, you have CMYK, but you notice in either of those color sets, there's no white. So anytime you need to print white onto, like, let's say you have a black shirt, how do you get white onto there? Well, with heat transfer paper, the transfer paper itself has a white backing.
Yes.
So you could do that, but your printer itself does not print any white.
That's a no-no.
And because it doesn't do that, you can't use any of the weedless options for white. It has to have color on it. So we have printers like the Oki 911. We also just brought on a new line of printers, the iColor.
That's right, the Unionets.
Yes. The iColor printers, those are super cool. They are also white toner printers. So now you have a little bit more variety on the site for you guys to check out if you want to get into that. So, but what a white toner printer is that this printer, it has the different colors, but it also has white. And so if you'll see here, like on this shirt, this is pretty cool. You see on the guitar there how it has the white, or even on the skull there how it has the white, like that. Where did that white come from? Well, the printer actually laid down the white toner and we were able to transfer it to the t-shirt. Now this is something that's not really, I'm gonna show it to the other camera really quick. This is something that's not totally possible actually I should say not at all possible, with sublimation to get this graphic. Now you'll see here how it has like the lightning bolt and different stuff sticking out. Like to weed that out or to cut that, to trim off the edges by hand, that would have been insane.
No, I mean the detail, the intricacy, the distressing, which is something is going to be super difficult to achieve. Like as far as weeding out any of those little details in the text. I mean, this is really going to give you comprehension as far as half toning, or I mean they call it rasterization, right?
Yeah, rasterization.
Yes, there we go.
Rasterization is when you go to Jamaica.
Hey. There we go. But yeah, the Forever Laser Dark is super awesome product. Lays down the white. I mean, I always compare it to screen printing when I'm trying to describe this to folks over the phone. It lays down the white just where you need it, so you can see those color values. As you can see, we are working with dark fabric here, and they're cotton, so super versatile.
That's another huge thing with sublimation. You're limited to 100% polyester. Yeah. Some people are sublimating on to like maybe 80% polyester, 20% cotton. But that 20% cotton is going to cause your graphic to fade 20% faster.
I mean, that's the best way to look at it. I mean, 50-50 blend, same thing. You're going to have kind of 50. I mean, I think we have a video on our YouTube about the cotton and versus polyester, right?
Yes, we
Definitely
do.
Want to check that out.
Yeah, we actually pressed sublimation transfers onto a cotton, 100% cotton, and 100% polyester tees.
That's right.
We washed them a couple times each, and you can just see the cotton, how it faded
night
out.
And day.
And the polyester was still super vibrant.
As always.
Right?
There we go.
Yeah, so I mean, again, sublimation has its pros and cons, but where it kind of falls short, you're able to kind of pick up the slack here with your white toner laser printer. So it looks like we have some questions already. Guys, please keep the questions coming in. It's what we're all about here on HeatPress Nation Live. We want to get to as many as we can live on the air, but whatever we don't get to, we'll be hopping in the comments immediately after the broadcast today.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of shout-outs already. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's make the season finale a great one. Paula Warner is fixing her coffee and heading to the shop to watch the broadcast.
Very nice.
We got some hellos from Tennessee coming from Angela Hinson.
Thank you. Tennessee, very nice.
Let's take a look here. Ashley Johnson, I would love to win. I've purchased all of my equipment from y'all.
Yes,
that makes us feel so good.
That's awesome.
Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Angela Kirby's feeling lucky. Wishes good luck to all of our viewers.
Oh, good luck. Good luck to all of our viewers and our sharers. Remember, if you guys want to be entered into winning next week's prize, which is going to be the Empress 9x12 heat press. That's a 9-inch by 12-inch swing away, super cool craft press. Make sure you like and share this post that you're watching right now.
Right now.
Just hit that share button. You can do it. We'll give them another moment. Should we give them another second to do it?
Just a moment. There's your second.
All right, there you go. You had
Let's
your time.
Let's get this in. Now, here's an interesting question I think we're going to touch on here. Now, Anthony Bacall is saying, I would love to get a DTG shirt machine, but they are so darn expensive.
Right. So DTG, those of you guys who have looked into that, stands for direct to garment, which is another great way to get, you can get a print just like this with a DTG machine. In fact, besides this, it's either screen print or DTG. That's really the only way you're going to be getting those kinds of colors and results. Now, the problem with DTG machines, as
Anthony Bacall.
Anthony. As Anthony was saying, is that they're so darn expensive. I mean, you can pick up used ones, which most people will try to avoid, but you can pick up used ones for like in the 10 grand area. Some of the smaller, really like home use ones start at about 10 to 15 grand.
But man, I've seen these things go like 20, 30K. I mean, that's more than my Civic.
Yeah, so like, if you have, by all means, if you have the means, go ahead. DTG printers, they do also require a lot of maintenance. Really, DTG is for like full-time, full-blown businesses that have a lot of output that can justify the cost of maintenance and just the initial cost of startup, you know. But by all means, if that works for your business, go do DTG. Honestly, great results. But really, if you don't have 30K to blow, what are your other options? And that's that's why that's why we love this. That's why we love the Oki printers and we love all the white toner printers and the Forever paper products. Because this is just a printer. You got to get it onto the shirt somehow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why we love the Forever products, because it allows you to get these pro DTG screen print quality graphics onto your shirts. You're able to put out this high quality product, but you're able to do it for a lot less.
That's right. Now, Forever makes a wide range of different transfer materials we'll be going over today. One of them we won't be touching on in detail is going to be the Forever Laser Light. Right. Those are geared towards use with specific laser printers. And I mean, you've kind of seen this process before, putting the full color image. I mean, we've gone over the sublimation. We've touched on the Nina Jet Pro Soft Stretch, product favorite around here, I think, for a lot of the staff when we're making things for ourselves or loved ones. But, I think we got some footage on the Forever Laser Dark we're going to be getting to in just a moment. But, you know, this isn't going to be necessarily on par with direct to garment, but I mean, as we said, this is going to be a cheaper, more cost-effective alternative to, you know, really trying to create something close to that.
Yeah. So Forever Laser Light, like you said, it's not something it's like something you've probably already seen before, really. But you're not trying to downplay it.
No,
Forever Laser Light, great product. But also, remember, this is your white toner printer. So it's going to shine on dark garments. There are other more cost-effective ways to get your full color images onto your light shirts. But we really want to show off the strengths and, honestly, the place where this bad boy spanks everything else on the market, you know.
That's right. That's going to be on the dark fabric and your cotton blends, so you can really have that versatility to, you know, make anything, essentially.
Exactly. So we're really excited. We're going to be doing some live demos today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so we want to show you guys how easy it is to use the Forever Laser Dark. So we actually have a video that we're going to cue up on screen in just a second. And so this is the pre-press. So that's me wearing my really cool NASA shirt. And so this pre-press, there we go. What we did was we heated up the lower platen. This is going to be essential for getting a good quality A to B transfer. Now, I say A to B because when it comes to the weedless paper, it's a two-step process. So you print onto your A sheet, and then the A sheet doesn't have any adhesive on it, so you get a B sheet, and you press them together like how you just saw. You know, if you're watching this later down the line on YouTube, of course, you can just pause, rewind, and get a look at it. But even better than this, we have how-to tutorials on YouTube. So just go to youtube.com/HeatPressNation. You can see how we do this. So we always rub it down with a cloth. Right.
Microfiber towel action.
Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what that does, but I know it's important. So we do that. And then here's where you probably might want to wear some gloves because, I just burned my wee little finger there.
Oh, man.
And so I'm holding it down with my dumb arm is in the way. Yeah, so you want to hold it down and just get a nice clean peel. Not like what you're seeing. Please be more professional than that. Sorry, Forever. Sorry, Chris. If Chris Sigmund is watching this from Forever, he's our Forever rep. He'll be
Shout out to our boy Chris Sigmund.
Yeah, he'll be upset if he saw that. So, anyways, when you're done with it, there tends to be some of the adhesive that sticks to the edges. So you just want to trim that off. So after the A/B transfer, like you see here in the video, you're just going to kind of trim it off. And of course, we didn't speed this up, but we cut out some stuff for time. So the time it took.
This is real time. That's not time lapse.
Oh, this is not time lapse, but like we cut it like there's like 10 seconds of in between that, you know, we just.
Yeah, I mean, there are going to be additional steps. As Jared mentioned, this is going to be an A/B process, but I mean, the weed time that we're going to be cutting out, you know, as a result, I mean, for the intricacy for those distressing, I mean,
dude.
it would, I mean, we were talking about this just before we went
Yeah,
live,
I have it
you know,
right
how
here.
long would that take, you know, some of these designs, if you were to weed, and if the cutter can actually get that fine detail, I mean, what do they say that you'd have to charge someone for that kind of work, right?
Oh, dude, we were talking about it. So this, and we're actually going to press this onto a shirt right now. So this is Flexsoft, and this is going second. So this is Forever Flexsoft, right? And you can see, I don't know if you can see how, oh, there it is. I'm like totally leaning over. Look how intricate that is. To weed this, we were all looking at it because we have a lot of experience, heat pressers and vinyl cutters here. We're saying that to weed this out would take, to cut it out, depending on what cutter you're using, if you have a fast, like a DC servo cutter, it would probably take about 6 to 10 minutes just to cut the file. If you're using a Cameo or something a little like a stepper motor, you're looking more like 10 to 20 plus minutes just to cut it.
Just to cut it.
And then to weed it, you're probably spending like 45 minutes of your day.
So that's a long time to get something like that.
Yeah, so even though some people say, oh, it takes too long, you have to press A to B and blah, blah, blah. The reality is that you're saving so much time in weeding. So for intricate designs, it's going to be something that you're going to want to check out. Another thing we're going to show you really quick, if we can cue up the second video online. Oh no, I'm sorry. That one we're going to show you. So anyways, it's the same process, and here I have Forever Laser Dark. So the first step, which is marrying the A and the B sheets together, that first step is going to be exactly the same for Forever Laser Dark, which is this right here.
Right on.
So this graphic right here, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your color printout that you get from the printer. You're going to press it together, A to B, like you just saw, and now this is ready to put onto a shirt.
Absolutely. This has been trimmed, as we saw in the video there. This is ready to go. And what you're seeing here, that kind of frost there. That's going to be the adhesive, right? The adhesive stayed on to just the printed image, correct?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So that's what's cool about this is that when you print out something in full color or whatever it is you're doing, when you print it out, when you press the A and B sheets, the adhesive only sticks to whatever the toner was laid out. That's why it's weedless. So that's why there's no need for me to trim out each letter or cut it or weed it or peel it. The A/B transfer does that all for me, and it only takes about 2 minutes. Versus even this, which is a little more simple, not totally simple, a little more simple. This still would have taken me probably like 6 minutes. Actually, it's not that simple. If you look at, you guys will see it right now.
Yeah, you guys see
all the
just
details. It'll take a lot longer. So I'm actually going to press the back of this shirt because that's what we have space for. So let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Jared's going to get set up here. I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in. Guys are super active in the comments section today. I love it. Jared, you got a shout out from Edwin Gabriel Torres. Also says his T-Square is a lifesaver.
Yes.
We got a lot of people already sharing and liking. Thank you guys so much. I want to wish the very best of luck to all of our viewers today. Let's take a look here. I got some tags coming in. Thank you guys for sharing. And let's see here. We got a comment from Travis Whitmarsh saying that he remembers taking his 16x20 signature series upstairs on his own. Very heavy, great machine. Let's take a look here. All right, Jared, you want to go ahead and take this away here?
Yeah, happy to. So I'm going to come over, and so we're going to move this out of the way here. My parchment paper, nice and ready. This shirt, I dropped it, so it's a little dirty, but please just don't tell Chris. All right, so we're gonna lay this down here. Now, you'll see here, there is a little bit, normally we would advise you to not press near this. We have a seam here, but because this is HeatPressNation Live and we do whatever we want, we're just gonna press it. I'm gonna press it a little low. Oh, and what's cool about this is it doesn't require super high pressure. You can get these transfers done at about a 3 or 4 bar, which I think is really cool. Now, the time for this is only 30 seconds. Now, my clock is set to 2 minutes because of other stuff that we're pressing, so I'm just going to watch it until it hits a minute and a half. So I'm at 310 degrees. Going to press it, and there we go. Let's give this a couple seconds to press. I'm going to get out of your faces. Sorry, guys.
So as we mentioned, we are working with the big boy up here. Today we are pressing with our Geonite DK20S. Weighing in at just over 200 pounds. This bad boy is fully loaded. You got 70 programmable presettings. This thing is an absolute tank. I love their heating elements. Georgianite's actually, I believe, the only company that has a patent on their coil. So this is definitely full industrial grade, super awesome machine. You know, for more information on this press or any of the different transfers or printers we're working with today, you guys can visit us. The address is right there below, HeatPressNation.com, or give us a call at the number next to that.
So I'm coming back on your screen, guys. Let's get this done. Actually, we cooked it just a little long, but it should be okay. So now, this is going to be a cold peel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully take it off and bring it over here. And we're going to let that sit for a couple minutes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load on our second transfer. We're just pressing the back of these. We don't like to waste shirts here at HeatPressNation Live.
Recycle, reduce, reuse.
There we go.
That's what Barney said.
And close the loop, right? Isn't that the... All right, so I'm going to leave this here. Now, the temperature, I am going to have to drop my temperature down to about 280. And so you know what I found? One of the fastest ways to let your heat press drop in temp, just turn it off for about 2 minutes.
Okay. Now, I do have a question here, Jared, I wanted to get to from Roger Arietta. Thank you for tuning in. He's asking about the texture. Is this going to be a rough, hard finish once it's actually on the garment?
So there's a great tool that we have that comes with the Oki. We bundle it with a software called Forever Transference software. So, that's right. Well, I'll show you once we're done with this shirt, but there's an effect called the rasterization effect, which kind of renders very tiny, and you can control the size, but it renders tiny perforations in the image. So one thing that you've noticed that you're probably referring to is that when you have heat transfer paper, whenever you do like a full coverage on it, yes, it tends to be really thick and plasticky. Well, what's cool about Forever products is that you could render tiny perforations in there, which allow the garment to breathe. It feels a ton lighter. It's honestly so easy to wear.
Instead of having a big piece of paper on it.
Right, instead of having a big piece of paper, where we'll show you, once we're done with this shirt, we can actually show you, we'll flip it over and we'll show you exactly what we mean. But yeah, it's really cool. I feel like that's a great way to kind of lighten the load.
Absolutely.
It's not something that's possible with other heat transfer papers.
No, not really.
Because you're only adhering where the toner is laid down.
Yes.
Because those little perforations are empty space, they're not going to get any, adhesive on them.
Yes.
So when you press it, you're just pressing that. It really allows it to breathe, and it extends the life of the garment in the wash.
Exactly. I mean, that's going to allow the transfer to, still be, laundered correctly, because the water can kind of just pass right through those holes.
Yeah.
So that's going to, make that last much longer in the garment.
Yeah, so it's really great. So it allows the feel to be a lot better than standard heat transfer paper. And actually, what we do is anytime we press this, we always repress it after we're done.
Yes.
And that helps it with the feel a lot. Otherwise, when we first peel it off, you'll notice this is going to be really glossy and kind of thick and not very desirable. Forever sells two types of finishing papers, one to keep it glossy and then one to let it be a little bit more matte. If you use your parchment paper, it'll come out more matte, which I prefer. I don't know about you.
I mean, I think everyone's got their preference and taste. I lean more towards the matte side as well, but you definitely have options out there as far as finalizing your product just to your own personal taste.
Exactly. So yeah, so we're waiting for this. This is still kind of warm. We're waiting for that to cool down 100% so that way we can peel it. I'll show you how easy the peel is, and then of course we can repress it a little bit after.
There we go.
Show you guys the rest of the process. So now this is our white Tony. Before we move on, let's check in. We got any more questions?
We got some more awesome shout outs. We got Christopher R. Ibarra from El Paso, Texas. Thank you for tuning in. Go Miners. We got let's see here. Letter Masters, hello from Cold, Michigan.
Hello. Greetings.
Let's see here. Now, Danny Claus is saying they're trying to find that printer on the website.
Okay, so this is going to be the Oki 711 WT. So if you go onto our website, you're going to look under, I want to say supplies and then printers, laser printers. It's going to be in there. Or you could just go into the search bar and just type Oki. It's O-K-I.
That's
so
right.
You're just going to type Oki and then it's going to bring up all of the laser printers that we carry, especially you're going to look for the WT now. In order to get full color graphics with white onto your dark garments, you're going to want to look for the WT series of the Oki printers, or just make sure that it says white toner in the item description, because there are other color printers that are great, fantastic printers, but if they don't have the WT, it means they don't have that white toner.
That's correct. Super important there for what we're working with here today. Want to remind everyone, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and get that like and share in. We're giving away Heat Press for our season finale, so you don't want to miss out. Thank you guys so much. I mean, look at the count. Look at everything. So, super awesome to see everyone today.
So great to see all you guys.
Yeah, buddy. Jose Vascoy, hello from Texas. Take a look here.
Greetings.
Let me see here. We got some hellos from Heartline, Washington, coming out to us from Sherilyn.
And Jed, what time you get home? Oh yeah, so I was on Facebook Live last night. Just did a little impromptu live.
That's right.
I was here after hours.
HPN after dark.
Yeah, that's somewhere around. I don't live too far from here. I used to. Okay, this is crazy. So for those of you guys who don't know, LA traffic, and we're actually in Orange County, so I should say Southern California traffic. I used to live about 12 miles away from work, and it would take me about 50 minutes to get home every day. So yeah, so that was wild. But then I moved, and so now I live like 20 minutes away from
Orange County transplant, like myself now. So
I had to make the move to Orange County.
LA all day though. Give a shout out to our Lakers. Actually, swept the San Antonio Spurs this season with the win last night in overtime. Kyle Kuzma with a big 30 points from the young man there.
We take our W's when we can.
Absolutely. Let's see here. Thank you guys so much for all the likes and shares. I want to wish the very best of luck again. I got a question from Elizabeth Ortiz.
Okay.
She's asking now, does the printer come with any toner to start with?
Yeah, so the printer does come with a starter kit of toner. It's not going to be the complete size, so it's not going to be as full as when you buy your replacement. But you can definitely get a ton of prints. That's the cool thing about toner, is that you get a lot more bang for your buck when it comes to prints, because it's not like inkjet where you have literally liquid ink in there.
Yes.
The toner is it's a lot different, so you get a lot more prints out of it. So yeah, so you'll definitely be able to get a bunch of prints out of it right out of the box. And then as the colors are needed, then you could purchase the replacement drums, and those last forever. Like,
that's what they say, right?
time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I got another comment here I want to mention from Andrea Wyrick. She got some of this product with her business package. She can't wait to use it.
Nice.
Now, speaking of business packages, we're having a sale right now, right?
Yes. So if you watched last week, we had our business package special here on HeatPressNation Live, and it kind of was the kickoff to our sale that we had.
That's right.
And the sale continues until this Sunday, so you have until this Sunday the 8th. We have business packages that include this awesome printer. You could save 10% on the entire packages. All business packages are 10% off. So if you're looking to get started on your business, now is the time. So April 8th is going to be the last day.
There we go.
To take advantage of that sale.
Sunday.
Right? Yeah. So you have until this Sunday. So take, the rest of today, maybe up until the weekend to make your decision, figure out what you're going to get. But yeah, definitely, this is not something that we offer very often.
Not really, no. I mean, it's watching your WrestleMania on Sunday. Make sure you get those business package orders in. Enjoy the fight night. It's going to be a great weekend as we finish off the big sale.
Nice.
Now I got another question. This is coming in from our girl Paula Warner.
Okay.
She's asking, does the Brother HL L23230D monochrome laser printer, will that work with Forever Flexsoft?
That will. You're getting ahead of us. We're about to get talking about Forever Flexsoft, and all of our transfers are going to be actually all of our Flexsoft transfers that we're showing off today. We're done with that exact printer. It's the one that you're seeing on our website. It's the monochrome printer, and we'll get to we'll go in detail right on that. They jumped the gun on us. They got us.
It's okay. It's okay. And this is just a heartwarming one from Melinda Birchfield. I am loving my heat presses. So many orders in the last week. My presses have already paid for themselves.
Yes, that's what it's all about right there. Her press already paid for itself. Man, that's awesome. Way to go, Melinda Birchfield.
No, absolutely.
That's super great.
That's really what we love to hear, just people, taking control of their financial futures and, of their free time. And it's that cool down. Awesome. So, really what we love to see from our customers and what we hope for everybody. Let's take a look here. Tom Johnson took a break from pressing 1,000 caps to watch us. So thank you so much. Wishing you the very best of luck.
Sending some prayers up for you, man. 1,000 caps.
Get that entry in, brother.
That's no joke. 1,000 caps.
There we go. All right. So let's see here.
If you guys are just tuning in, maybe you just recently joined us. This is the season finale of HeatPressNation Live. After this, we're going to be taking a 2-week break, but we'll be back April 26th.
That's right.
So we'll be back.
Season 2.
Yep. For season 2, it's going to be bigger, badder, and better than ever. So make sure you don't miss out.
There's a nice alliteration there.
Thank you. See, thank you. He knows what an alliteration is. We were watching Jeopardy the other day, and they totally gave away the clue by saying alliteration. I was like, oh, that just makes it so much easier. The answer was Rough Riders.
Great, calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah.
Now I got another question coming in from Lee Volick. Do you ever use a cooling block?
A cooling block? No, but I should. So basically, it'd just be like a cold stone or a piece of marble, or if you have a marble countertop out there, you can use that to cool down your transfers.
Fancy.
This actually. Oh, this should be good to press. Yeah. So let's get camera 2 on this.
Rock and roll.
And then we should be ready to show that off.
Okay.
And then we're going to show you guys Forever Flexsoft, as it was just mentioned.
There we go.
We're going to show you right now.
Rock and roll. All right.
So let's go ahead and we're gonna get camera 2 on this. We're gonna be peeling this right now. So give us just a second here. We're gonna allow our producer to adjust.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Shout out to Ramon.
Ramon Rivas, yes. Really been keeping the lights on and everything running for us all season. Would not be up here without Ramon. So big thanks
check it
for
out.
that.
So we're gonna do this now. When you're peeling, it's best to do it in like a rolling motion. You don't want to peel up and out. You want to just kind of peel away and roll it out. So I'm gonna kind of lift right here, and then I'm just gonna kind of roll it off. You see that? And
oh my
boom,
goodness!
Boom, boom, boom. That's amazing. Now, it's kind of hard to tell, and of course, we did press it upside down. I know someone's going to call us out on that. Yes, we're just showing you guys off. We wanted to use the back of the shirt, so sorry that it's upside down. But yes, check this out. So look, it's hard to see on camera. I'm bring it around. Take it around. There we go. This is the distressed look on there. So you can see now distressing your image is not something that's easily done with vinyl, because you have to peel out all the little distresses and all the little, grunge. You have your grunge texture overlay. It's not easy to do with heat transfer vinyl, but you can see with heat transfer paper with Forever Laser Dark, it was a breeze, an absolute breeze. So let me look into, I'm going to check in on our heat press. I think we're up to temperature. Yes, we are. So now, that video that you saw a little earlier where we printed this out and we did the A/B transfer, would you like to do the honors?
Yeah, absolutely. So we already got this set to go over here.
We're good to go. So as you can see, we did the A/B transfer off camera. Yes, we did the A/B transfer off camera yesterday. Estevan's going to come around and he's going to press it for us, and he's going to show us exactly how easy it is to get this done. So you saw the A/B transfer. It wasn't too complicated. You know, we preheated the lower platen. We put down we made like a little envelope of parchment paper and stuff. And so now that we have this,
we got the parchment paper there.
We got the parchment paper right here.
Pro grade parchment paper available at HeatPressNation.com.
Get a large roll of it.
Absolutely. All right. Got our time and temperature all set to go?
We're good to go. So we're just going to press this here. And I'm double checking my instructions because even the pros need to double check their instructions. We're only going to press this for 30 seconds. So our timer was at 2 minutes earlier because that's just what we had to have it at. So we're going to keep a close eye on this, 30 seconds. We're going to go ahead and pull it out. And you're going to see, so this one, by the way, so this is a combination of Flexsoft and Forever Laser Dark. So you can see in the eyeglasses part and the lips how it has that cool color, but the rest of it is kind of like this really cool metallic blue.
And there's our 30 seconds.
Boom. And I'll move this out of the way because this is also going to be a cold peel. So just carefully.
Oh yeah, exactly. We were talking about this earlier.
Teamwork to make the dream work.
You want to be very careful with this because this is a cold peel. So same as before, we're just going to go ahead and remove this safely over here. Let that get back to room temperature.
And you don't want it to accidentally start to peel. So just make sure everything is good there. And we're going to be good to go. We're going to be peeling that in just a couple of minutes. Now, ideally, what you're going to want to do is after your cold peel, you're going to want to take your transfer back to the press and repress it with a piece of parchment paper or finishing paper if you want to keep it nice and glossy. What some people do is that if you have like a line, you'll press your dozen shirts in a row. Then once they've all cooled, or by the time you're done with your 12th shirt, your first shirt is cooled and ready to go. And then you just go back down the line and you can do your represses. So may as well take this time to repress the. I'll come around. I'll do this.
Yeah, rock and roll. Got some more shoutouts here. Now, we got a viewer here. They don't think we know how to pronounce their name. I would ask for a little bit of help with this. My name's pretty ethnic, so, I know the different ways that can get pronounced. Let's see here. We got it's PTE Sapa Win. It says they always skip their name, but just want to give some love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to correct me on that pronunciation there. We got some champagne popping in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thank you to Melinda Birchfield tuning in. Let's see here. Hi there to Carletta Granado from Yulee's, Texas. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we got a Spurs fan in the house there. Go Spurs, go.
Boo. Just kidding, just kidding.
Let's see here. Let's take a look here. Angela Kirby sharing some thoughts. Now, this printer can print on dark as well as any type of garment. It doesn't have to be 100% polyester, right? And that is correct. We touched on that earlier. It's one of the things, I think this has some strengths over the sublimation process.
Sorry to get in your way.
No, you're good, baby. As far as doing the full color transfers, this is going to be compatible with your blended materials, cotton. I mean, Jared, some of these forever transfers you can even use on hard substrates, correct?
Sorry. Yes, I had the paper in my mouth.
I saw that.
That is correct. So there's also a paper called Forever Multitrans. So you can even press onto mugs. Now, I know one of the problems with sublimation is that you can't... Oh, well, I'm like right there, huh?
There he is.
Hey, guys. Okay, I feel uncomfortable. I'm going to stand over here. But yeah, with Forever Multitrans, with sublimation, you can't do black mugs or dark-colored mugs of any sort, even if they are coated in sublimation. So what's cool is that with Multitrans, if you have the white toner printer, you could print on whatever color you want. And an added bonus, Forever Multitrans Metallic, and I'm coming back here.
There we go.
Because our time is up, and now I can show you in depth what this is. But Forever Multitrans Metallic works with a monochrome printer, aka a black and white. So yeah, check this out.
That took on a little bit of a different look there.
Don't mind the dirtiness of the shirt on the back. We dropped it. Sorry. But look at that. I'm just going to get really close here. Look at that detail. Look how intricate the wolf is. Born to be Wild, man, that's cool. Look how intricate the detail is on that wolf, and like, imagine having to weed that. Now, we only use 2 colors here, white and orange, but really, this could have been any combination of colors. This could have been totally full color, and now this feels absolutely amazing. So it's really cool, and honestly, I'm just such a big fan of this.
Awesome, awesome. So, yes, this is compatible with a variety of different fabrics, like cotton, like your blends. We've got Daphne Wilson asking, is this similar to sublimation or better? I'm going to say it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different because this will always sit on the surface. Now, when you're sublimating onto a mug, for example,
Yes.
you're literally dyeing the surface of the mug. So you could wash that mug like 500 times, and the image is not going to wear out because it's there. It's embedded. It's dyed into the surface. It's not going anywhere. Now, if you use the Forever Multi-Trans onto a thing, I believe they guarantee, and I'll have to double check on this, but if you're using the Multi-Trans onto a mug, it'll be good for anywhere from like 50 to 100 washes, but that's about the lifespan of most mugs that are decorated with like screen print or any other system. Most cool mugs that you have that you buy at Target or wherever, they're going to have screen printed graphics on them. And so it's going to be about the same. It's going to be the same washability. So, which is still really awesome, by the way. Like, you know, I'm like, if you're using your mug, like, unless you use like every day, you know, and you want to just wash it with care. And of course, if you wash it with care, it'll last way, way longer. As
always, with anything. Got another question here about the white toner printers. Now, as we mentioned, this is the 711 WT. We do also carry the 920. Stacy's asking, is the only difference between those two the size of the paper it can print?
Yes,
that's a big
for the most part. I believe the larger printer will be able to have a larger capacity toner. So you get more toner when you purchase. It does have the larger things, and I want to say it'll print more transfers per hour or per minute or whatever. So it's a little faster, a little larger. So it's just like a little bit more of everything.
Yes.
A little bit more expensive. So you know if you're willing to make that investment, by all means, you know you'll be very happy with it.
There we go. Katina Oliver, is parchment paper needed on all heat transfers?
Yes.
I mean, we do highly recommend some form of protection for the heating element primarily, but it's a number of reasons. That's going to help give more even heat distribution. I've seen this protect fabrics from like burns or scorch marks, but mainly you're going to have that layer of protection for your heating element. Super easy way to extend the life of your heat press.
Yeah, and another thing is that when you're doing the AB transfers with this particular, with the 2-step papers, you have to protect them somehow. And so parchment paper, we have like just like a huge roll right here. You know, you can get it at your grocery store. You can get it from us. You get the pro grade parchment paper roll. And this roll, I feel like we use it all the time, and it's just not going anywhere.
No, I mean, it just keeps going and go.
For this, you don't want to use a Teflon sheet or like a pro grade non-stick sheet. For laser transfers, they could be very finicky with the heat that they receive. For example, if you're using like an American heat press, like the Geonite, you can go for the standard time and temperature. If you're using an imported heat press, you're probably going to want to bump up your temperature.
Just a smidgen.
Yeah, just a smidgen. Probably we're talking like anywhere from 20 to 50 degrees. Really, honestly, it just really depends on what you're using.
There we go. My dude from El Paso, Christopher Ibarra, is asking, is there a big difference between parchment paper and Teflon or pro-grade non-stick sheet?
Yes, probably going to be just the thickness. So even though they both seem really, really thin, the parchment paper is probably the thinnest thing you can use. The Teflon sheet's going to be a little bit thicker. We recommend Teflon for basically everything else but white toner laser transfers. That's basically it. The cool thing about those is that they're extremely reusable. They
Absolutely.
last forever.
Yeah, we ballpark between 1,500 to 2,000 uses. I mean, what we see with that kind of volume, I mean, it might have developed creases or folds, but even then, it doesn't lose its non-stick property, right?
Right. And honestly, before you even get to a couple hundred, or usually before you reach the 1,000 or 1,500 mark, you've probably stained it on accident by pressing your vinyl upside down or something.
That can happen. So that can happen. It happens. And I did get a correction on that name. It was Pate, close enough.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you for tuning in. No worries, no worries.
Good name.
Let's take a look here. G. Tiana loves the color scheme of our uniforms today.
Why, thank you.
Not an accident. Thank you. Appreciate the love
Very
back.
Intentional.
Louis, Laura, they're watching, but they got a full-blown cold right now.
Bummer. Hey, it was either us or Price is Right, so hopefully we did okay. I mean, it doesn't compare to Price is Right, but hopefully we did okay today.
No, we'll wake you the Drew Carey. No worries, no worries. Man, Angela Kirby just recapping, says she loves everything they're learning from us. And, you know, they're really why we're up here. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We do this for you guys. You make this so fun for us. And, you know, the involvement and everything today, you know, we had a great season. We have so much in store for season 2. Again, if there are any ideas, you know, you'd like us to see us go over next season, please, you know, stay active in these comments. If you haven't already also, make sure you get that like and share in. We're giving away a HeatPress for the season finale.
Yes,
so
we are.
Definitely want to make sure everyone's got a shot at this. Wish all of you the very best of luck. Danny Gonzalez is asking where Mjolnir is.
Oh, so Mjolnir, you know, he was up here not too long ago.
I think he was summoned for the upcoming Infinity War.
Yeah, somebody more worthy than us called him up. So
there we go.
Bummer.
Now, GTN is also asking, what size heat press is the DK20S?
So the DK20S is going to be a 16-inch by 20-inch heat press. It's a swing away. It's amazing, and it's very, very heavy. I want to say I think you said over 200. This is probably going to be closer to 250. So
yikes.
Once you set it up in your shop, you're going to want to leave it there.
Ideally.
It's a commercial grade heat press, so this thing is going to last you years and years and years and years and years. It also has an optional stand, which we normally have it on a stand because the stand you could at least roll it around, you know, around the shop wherever you need it. But, you know, of course, for live, we brought it upstairs here today.
Now, I began this question kind of popping through the comments here, and we may have to get to this after we go live to get more detailed information, but a lot of folks are wondering, what are they looking at approximately cost per shirt?
Cost per shirt, you know what?
It's going to vary, right?
Yeah, it's going to vary. I mean, if you're talking strictly the paper, I want to say if you're buying a 10-pack of Forever Flexsoft.
I believe it's $24.95, I want to
say,
for
you're paying about $2.50 a sheet, but think about this. For highly intricate designs like we showed you, it would have taken us, you know, on a low estimate, it would have taken us 10 minutes to cut and another 30 minutes to weed. Realistically, and actually, you know what? Is this cool? Let's peel this. We're going to show you guys this transfer. And again, I'm just going to start at a corner and I'm just going to kind of roll it off there.
You're going to roll it in there nice and tight, nice and smooth control motion. Boom. And look at that. Wowzers. That's gorgeous.
Let me go take it around to the camera.
Absolutely.
So, just so you can kind of see what I mean. The money you're saving, it might not be in materials, but in time. So check this out. Okay, this shirt was created with Forever Flexsoft. Blah, blah, blah. Of course, we have our logo there, but look at how intricate this is right here. That's wild. I cannot imagine having to weed that out, plus all the lettering, plus all the tiny spots inside the letters. Like, this is something that, again, a low estimate says we would have cut this in 10 minutes and weeded it in another 30.
Yikes.
But realistically, this could have taken up to an hour to weed.
And depending on your experience level and how quick you are with the hook.
And depending on your cutter, this could have taken 25 minutes to cut.
That's very true.
So, you know, so the time you would save in doing something like this is really amazing. It also opens up other options. I'm going to take this one back to the camera just because I like this shirt. But, like, so you have other options like this one. So look at this. Check this out. That's really cool. So the blue is Forever Flexsoft, and the white and the color in the glasses is going to be Forever Laser Dark. And it's a really cool metallic. I know you probably can't see the shininess of the metallic on the camera, but trust us, in person, this looks super, super duper cool. And it's just not something like a graphic like this be very difficult to get in vinyl, if not impossible in vinyl. And so it really opens up new doors for you. New opportunities, new things that you can make, new things that you can do, and it's super cool. Again, we have the full color transfers, which is like, it. You know, if you're used to using heat transfer paper, maybe inkjet or standard laser, now it's weedless, so now you could do lettering. Lettering is not something we recommend for inkjet transfer paper, but now you can do lettering with the laser printer.
Fantastic. We got a return viewer here with a question. Kim Archibald Gade. I know we recognize that name. Yeah. Thank you so much for the support. Now, we've mentioned in a previous live session there's a tape to use in the heat press to keep items in place when you press.
Yes.
They're having a hard time finding it on the website. What's that product we always use?
It's just going to be standard heat tape. So if you go into the search bar and you type heat tape, it'll be right there, heat tape.
Yeah, you can also go to the supplies section. I think it's the third link at the top of the page on the blue navigation bar. Take out a look at all the awesome supplies that we use, you know, day in, day out on the show. So heat tape will be there, parchment paper will be there. Awesome, cool stuff to, you know, really cure up your arsenal there. D. Lacey Miller, you guys are awesome. Thank you for all the awesome info.
Wow. Thank you.
On these laser transfers, what cotton, poly, or blend percentage do you use or can you get away with?
You can get away with pretty much any blend. These transfers will go on to 100% polyester, 100% cotton, and basically any blend in between. So whatever you got, bring it on.
There we go. We got an aloha from Ani from Ani in Hawaii.
Thank you. Sorry.
Mahalo. Thank you so much for joining. Will it work with any Oki printers? Is that being asked by Denise?
So the Oki printers, you can use the Forever paper on the Oki printer, but remember that the adhesive only sticks to wherever the toner is laid down. So if you have a color printer, but it doesn't have the white toner, remember that only the colored printout section is what's going to transfer onto the shirt. You can still use the Forever Laser Dark, but if there's any white on your design, it's not going to come out onto your dark shirt. So you'll have to use like a different color. And then another thing, having the white underlayer really makes the colors on top pop. So if you don't have any white toner and you're trying to get onto a dark shirt, it's going to look like the dark of the shirt is going to come through, so it's not going to look as bold and as vibrant as if you had the white toner. Now, if you have a white shirt, then it's going to work perfectly fine. It'll be totally fine using your color Oki printer.
There we go. There we go. Now we've gone over the Forever Laser Dark in detail. You saw the live demonstration. We touched on the Forever Flexsoft here. Super awesome single color transfer material. You could use this essentially with almost any black and white laser printer. The Flexsoft metallic here.
So this Flexsoft metallic that we have here today, we printed this with in the questions that came up. It's the brother, and I forget the exact model, but we have a black and white, or I should say monochrome, because it doesn't have white toner, it just has black toner. So we have a monochrome printer that we have. It sells for just a hair over $100.
There we go.
And with that, we were able to use the Forever Flexsoft. You can also use the multi-trans metallic, which will allow you to get silver and gold metallic colors onto your hard substrates like mugs, or it'll even do paper, cardstock. So if you guys are looking for a cool way to customize like wedding invitations,
there we go.
Or just stuff for like parties, it's a really great product to have. This stuff transfers onto cardstock and wood.
That's right.
And other substrates like that. So it's really cool.
Yeah, and for all you entrepreneurs out there who are taking charge of your financial future, I mean, this is a whole new range of products that you can offer to your customers, using your skill knowledge and base that you've already developed with your equipment. Definitely awesome stuff to take a look at. Now, Forever has another product also we haven't touched on yet. I'm talking about the Forever Multi-Trans, right?
Yeah, so Forever Multi-Trans, that's really cool. That's going to be the hard substrate one that, again, it works with your monochrome. Now, remember, just the metallic. So Forever Multi-Trans, they do make one that's full color that works with the white toner printers. But Forever Multi-Trans Metallic will work with your monochrome printer. So you can be making some really, really cool stuff if you with just your regular monochrome printer, or any laser black and white printer that can give you solid coverage, solid toner coverage.
No,
so if your printer is like printing stripes, you don't want to use that because then everything's going to come out with stripes on it. But that's what you want to do.
There we go. There we go. Just to touch on Kim's question from earlier, she wants to confirm heat tape for sublimation tiles and mugs. Yes. You can use this on shirts as well.
Yes. Now, what you don't want to use heat tape on is going to be dark inkjet, or actually, dark inkjet transfers, because the way that those work, it's going to leave a little mark on there. So dark inkjet transfers, no. Everything else, yes.
There we go. You heard it from the man himself. Dude, this has been awesome, man. I feel like
stoked.
we've gone over some stuff we haven't really touched on all season, and this is just the beginning. This is our season finale. We will be back in 2 weeks. Make sure you get those entries in. I want to remind everyone to like and share this post. We're giving away a freaking HeatPress. But
HeatPress.
We still have a prize to give away today, though, right?
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
So let me get those, actually.
Yes, so for those of you who were able to tune in last week, like the video, tag with 3 of your buds. I believe we're giving away a T-Square.
We're giving away a T-Square this week, and even if you've already won, or if you're the winner this week, make sure you like and share this post because you're still eligible to win next week's prize, which is the M-Press 9x12 super cool press.
Awesome. Fantastic.
And here, you know what I'm going to do for the season finale? We're going to have 2 winners of the T-Squared. And so I'm going to dump it out into your hand, and whichever 2 you manage to cling on to,
all right,
that's what we're doing. You ready?
Let's do this.
So that's 1, and then what else we got?
All right.
We got, again, this is almost unfair. Kim Archibald Gade, you are our winner again of a T-Square.
There you go. Elizabeth Ortiz, you are the other winner.
Elizabeth Words, are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's won yet. I think so.
Okay.
But anyways,
Awesome.
you guys, we don't really have any rules as
There
far
we
as
go.
like how many times you can win.
Awesome.
Just keep entering, and you know what? It's true because whenever we're pulling the names out, I see so many repeat names. You guys, we've been running these contests since August, so of course, you know we're gonna see a couple of repeat winners here. But you know, you want to just keep entering and entering.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah. So if you liked and shared this week's post, I don't know why I'm cleaning this up. We'll clean it up later. If you liked and shared this week's post, which is this one right now that you're watching right now, you're entered to win our prize, which is going to be announced next week. So be sure to get all your likes and shares in. Tell your friends they're interested in winning a heat press. All you got to do is like this video and give it a good share.
That's right. And while we are taking a 2-week little mini hiatus as we get ready to come back strong and loud and fast for season 2, you can always keep up with us. We're going to be in that Facebook group we told you guys about. Once again, that's HeatPressNation Creators. If you have any questions or you want to share your work or maybe get some inspiration for some new projects, highly recommend joining the group one more time. That's going to be HeatPressNation Creators. You got the info there in the bottom of the screen. And the hashtag as well.
Yes, hashtag HPN Creators. It'll be up there in a second. Hashtag HPN Creators. Oh, there it goes. Yes. HPN Creators, guys. Make sure you use that whenever you're on YouTube, pretty much any social media. I feel like everybody's doing the hashtag thing. So Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is, Instagram. Make sure you use hashtag HPN Creators. Last week we announced that we're doing a post of the week. So if you want to see who's the winner of the post of the week contest, make sure you join the group HeatPressNation Creators because that's where we're going to be sharing the winner. So go to HeatPressNation Creators and then you can go ahead and see who the winner is. We'll be posting that a little bit later today. And in fact, let's give them one more chance to share, but we're going to give you guys a little bit longer. How much time should we give them?
You know what? Let's put 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds on the clock. All right, guys. So if you want to be entered to win the M-Press, which is a really cool, it's a small portable heat press 9x12, which will cover all your major goodnesses. Guys, be entered. So let's give them time.
You got 15 seconds on the clock right now.
15 seconds. Ready? Starting now.
Come on.
So you have time. Go ahead and do it. Just click the share button.
We're waiting.
We're dedicating this time to you right now. So just click that share button. So you're not missing anything. If you need to turn away, if you need to switch tabs, go ahead and do that. You're not missing anything.
Okay, there we go. That was ample time. If you did not get your entries in yet, there is no excuse. You do have until, I want to say, about early mid next week.
Yes.
Just make sure you get the like and share. And we want everyone to have an awesome chance to win this machine. So make sure you get those in before we, get into announcing next week.
Yeah.
But man, what a season, dude. I mean, I know we're sharing a lot of stuff up there with you guys, but just, personally speaking, I've learned so much from this man here, from our tech staff downstairs, all the reps here. And, we really hope you guys take away some useful information for this. As we said, we do this for you guys. You make this so fun for us. Make sure if you have any special ideas, for next season, please share that with us. And, I think we got a special announcement about our viewership today, right?
Yeah, so today we actually set the record for most live viewers.
Thank you guys so much.
Not a bad way to end the season. I'd love to break this record when we come back in a couple weeks for the season 2 premiere. So make sure you guys don't miss that out. That's going to be April 26th, Thursday. I'll be back same time, same place, 9:30 a.m. And then make sure if you want to catch the winner, we'll be announcing next week. We're not going to be live again. We're going to be on our break.
Yes.
But we will be posting the winner next Thursday. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, I hope, honestly, we thank you guys so much for joining us for these past couple months. Season 1 has been amazing. Wouldn't be anything without you guys. If you have any questions at all, please throw them up in the comments. We're going to be getting to those right after the broadcast in a couple minutes. And any closing words?
Let's give us a bro hug out, man. Great season, man. We'll be back, guys, in 2 weeks. Thank you so much.
Oh, Jesus.